Hi, this is Christine. I'm a demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And today I wanted to show you a card that you can make with the stamps included in the January Paper Pumpkin Kit. It does not involve any of the supplies from the kit, so it's an idea of what you could do once you've used those up. So what I'm using is I have used my stitched rectangle dies, and I've cut out with basic white, just regular stock, 2 rectangles. So these are what the dies look like if you haven't seen them before, and they get run through our die cutting and embossing machine. And I'm using half a sheet of So Saffron, which is a lovely pale yellow. So I've cut the sheet in half and then scored it at the 4 1/4 mark. So I'm just going to put that out of the way right now too. So one thing when I'm using the photopolymer stamps, I like to work on an old mouse pad, just because there's a bit of cushioning to these and there's not any cushioning to our clear stamps. So it just makes for a clearer impression, especially with a big stamp like this one. So, to me, the neatest thing about Paper Pumpkin is that you accumulate stamp sets and an ink spot every month. So this is an idea of a different type of project you could do with your leftovers. So I'm using Highland Heather ink for this. And I think I'm doing my image upside down, but that's okay. I will flip it and complete it. So we've got a lovely little butterfly looking image. Excuse my reach here. I actually meant to pull out a stamp set before starting this. I've got the Butterfly Gala stamp set, so I'm going to add some antenna to my butterfly, and you can completely just draw these on freehand as well. I'm just not the best at that, so I'm going to pull out my little antenna stamp, which is a teeny tiny little antenna. Here we go. Some people are excellent at freehand. I'm not always. I saw this card on Facebook. The creator of it is Laura Dubois, and I was like, wow, such an awesome card. And I'm going to use these new pearls to make our butterfly's body. So put one at his head. And I'm just going to move down from there. So it doesn't really matter that the stamp overlaps, because you've got this kind of defining. You could use basic jewels to do this, the little diamonds or regular pearls, anything you've got really. And you could do this with any color as well. Oops, not being very precise here. And I'll just put one more for his little tail. How cute is that? And then we need a sentiment. I'm just going to reach into the Paper Pumpkin kit and grab one of my leftover tags from having finished my cards. So I've got a few tags left over. I'm actually going to use, I'm going to do it in white. So the tags are in Petal Pink here, but I'm just going to flip it over and use the other side. And using what does this say? Sending love your way. I'm going to do it closer to the edge of the tag, and I'm going to cut off the excess actually, because I don't want to cover up my butterfly too much. And that is it for our stamping. So I'm just going to bring my card back in. I'm going to put my butterfly, I'm just going to use liquid glue to put that on. And which ones? I'm just going to center this on the front. I love the combination of purple and yellow. It's just such a pretty combo. Makes me think of spring too. I'm just going to fold this over so it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. So I don't want this tag blocking the whole bottom of the butterfly, so I'm just going to snip it a little. I'll do it straight. And I'm just going to pop that up on dimensional so that it's just above the card and has a little more depth. So this is a sheet of dimensionals, which is almost finished. I'm just cutting up the border around the sheet and using every little bit I can. Just put one at the end. There we go. I will try to put it straight though. There we go. And then for my inside piece, before I glue that down, I'm just gonna add a little stamp with the paper pumpkin kit. I'll put my purple over here again. And I'll just put a couple in the corner. There we go. I find if I don't decorate the inside of my card while I'm creating, it tends not to get done. So I try to get it all done at once. The same with the envelope. I'm not going to do an envelope with this one right away because I haven't decided who's getting it yet. There we go. So I'm just going to put a teeny bit of glue on the corners of that and put it down. It doesn't need a ton. It's for the inside, so it's not going to get knocked about. There we go. So there's a little alternative using the January paper pumpkin stamps that look very different from its intended use, but really cute way to keep this stamp set going and keep using it. So I hope you like this, and please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.